Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would hop on here for a second and talking about something specific to Blue Man Group right now because I haven't even had the chance to tell you everything that happened over this last weekend of New York City, the Astor Place Theater closing. I haven't even gone through everything that I've walked through with just that, but I did want to stop and talk today about tattoos. Now, last year in April of 2024, me and my friend Kristen, I took her to Blue Man Astor Place for the very first time. She had never seen the show ever. We had the full experience at the Astor Place Theater, and she really loved it. And it's unfortunate that she couldn't make it again until they closed. But that week, we decided to do the flash tattoos, very much like we had done in Vegas the year prior to that. But as I was meeting with my friend Jason, who is a Blue Man fan, a longtime Blue Man fan, and we were discussing tattoos and we were discussing Blue Man tattoos. It occurred to me that I had been taking so much time trying to be super artistic with it that I hadn't simplified the process enough to just get something basic Blue Man, right? So on the message board, for those of y'all who have been around for a while, way back in the early days, blueman.com had a whole message board where we all met each other and we started having fan meets, and I've known some of these people for now 20 plus years. So when we would sign off on some of these, I don't know who started it. It was probably somebody who was a nerdy coder that used the symbols of the three blue men saluting at the end of the show, or anytime they do things during the show. It's how they salute and communicate with the crowd. So at some point we that conversation came back up last April, and I thought to myself, well, that would make a quick and easy flash tattoo. Just the three symbols of the forward slash, the backslash, and the circles, or the O, or whatever else you want to call it. So I ended up getting the three symbols. So I think I can pull them up here if my thing will let me. So we have this symbol right here, right? So that was the first Blue Man tattoo that I got. And over this next course of time, this past weekend, um, about a week ago now, I was in New York City and I'd been thinking about an idea from the original Utney Wireman on the Jay Leno performance. And when we first saw the Wireman scenario come outward into a unique performance, not that they hadn't already had that in the show where they were using LED signs, they were doing all kinds of interesting things involving question marks. I have this thing about I love the question marks part of the show as well. So there was this whole thing on Jay Leno, and I believe it was in the 90s, which is totally wild that it feels like it was that long ago. It just doesn't feel like that long ago. And they were doing a skit with the Wiremen and Drumbone and this cute little thing of Chris dancing up and down on this the step platform. And towards we all memorized the Wiremen choreography, honestly, because they translated it into the show, and it was really cool to see that translated into the show. So many of us like memorized it and the air poles and things like that. So when I started thinking about that, I was like, how cool would that be to make a tattoo out of that? And then beyond that, I thought to myself, I had met a new friend in New York, and she worked in the audio aspect of things, and then she started talking about audio waves. And then I thought, what if I could take a couple of songs that I really like and put it in an audio wave form and then mesh it with the Wireman? And so I ended up taking Chris Mountain Phil's very final performance on January 24th. I ended up taking two short audio clips of that performance and I put it into like this audio wave generator thing. And I was able to come up with a way I could tweak a couple of audio waves to make it look interesting. They're both slightly different, but they're also, I was trying to coordinate it with making a fine line black line tattoo. So I kept that in mind when designing this. And also with the Wireman, I was able to kind of trace it and make it kind of like look similar to the original like 1990s Wireman. So in order to do that, I put it all together in a very haphazard way and I took it to the tattoo artist and I said, look, this is what I have. Let's see what we can do. So as you can see here, I have two audio waves here and here. And in the middle, I have the Wireman. And he's holding an air pole. So he's in mid air pole swing. And I thought that this was just a beautiful addition to what I already have on my arm, including the three-man salute, but also this was from Chicago. When I said goodbye to Chicago, I walked in and the artist, I told her, I said, I want an eyeball and I want a DNA helix. And that is what she came up with. And it was just beautiful. And so both of those tattoos right here on my forearm are from Blue Man Chicago and Blue Man New York City. Super special to me. It's kind of like this shift of an era. A new time is beginning. Things are closing up and things are going to be opening up for possibility for many of us watching the Blue Man Group right now. And for those also fans of Blue Man Group who have never seen Blue Man Group, there's a whole community of us out here who've been around for years. And as long as some of these theaters have been alive, we've been a part of this community. So I want to leave you with that. These Blue Man tattoos are just a reminder that no matter what happens in our lives, Blue Man, if it's a piece of your life, it'll always be a piece of your life, no matter what. We have plenty of videos and things that remind us of the impact that Blue Man Group has made on most of our lives, especially for those of us in the creative industries. And we love the infusion of comedy, art, music, and connection. And so my hopes is that if you haven't already checked out Blue Man Group, start scanning the archives. They are amazing, and I love everything that they've done. And I love that I can take away from everything that they've done, even with this recent change with these closures. I believe there will be some new things hopefully happening, but I also am grieving with the staff and the crew that have just been, you know, needing to find new work and new adventures. So I wish you all well for those watching from the Blue Man fan community and also the Blue Man Group community itself. Thank you for everything you've ever done. Thank you for every moment. Thank you for every memory. And we love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.